Hello everybody, today I will be explaining the group by clause. The group by clause will aggregate all rows by a specific column. It's often used with aggregate functions, such as the sum function, max, min, average, count, just to name a few. For my example, I have a table of transactions. Now if you've been following along in my video series, I did add an additional column named order date and filled in a few dates, as well as 2 additional rows. If you would like to follow along, I would recommend pausing the video, adding a new column for order date, add these order dates, then add 2 additional rows. That's all the data that we'll need in this topic. Now our boss, Mr. Krabs, he needs us to tell him how much money he made per day. What is the sum of all of the amounts per day? We have 3 different dates: January 1st, January 2nd, January 3rd. What is the sum of every amount on these days? So we can use the group by clause. That would help us. We will select the sum of every amount as a column. We will also display the order date from transactions. Then we will group by, we are grouping by our order date. Group by order date column. Yeah, look at that. There we are. Here is the sum of every amount that is grouped by these dates. Here's the total amount we made January 1st, the total amount January 2nd, the total amount January 3rd. Let's try a different function. How about the max function? What was the maximum amount on each day? These are the maximum transactions that have occurred on these dates. What about min? These are the minimum amounts grouped by order date. What's the average order every day? Here are the averages. Maybe count. How many transactions have taken place each day? We have 2 orders on the 1st, 2 orders on the 2nd, 3 orders on the 3rd. Let's try a different column. Let's group by customer ID this time. How much has each customer spent total? We will select the sum of every amount. We will also need a column for customer ID. From our table, transactions, then we will group by the customer ID column this time. Here is the sum of every amount that each customer has ever spent. We do have some rows that don't have a customer ID, so we would sum those amounts as well. So far, the customer with an ID of 3, they have spent the most amount of money at our establishment. What about the max? Here is the maximum order that each customer has placed. The min, the average, then count. Here is the amount of times that each customer has ever visited our establishment. What if we would like to use a where clause? Well, using a where clause along with the group by clause normally doesn't work. For example, I would like to display all customers that have visited more than once. Who are the repeat customers? So if I attempt to use a where clause, where count, our amount column, is greater than 1, well, we would run into an error. If you need to use a where clause, and you're using the group by clause, you would want to instead use the word having. That would do the same thing. Group by customer ID, where the customer ID has made more than one purchase. We are also aggregating all of the customer IDs that are null. Let's use the AND logical operator to remove that. And customer ID is not null. There we are. The customer that has an ID of 3, they have visited our establishment 2 times. They meet the requirements of this having clause. They have visited our establishment more than once, and their customer ID is not null. So if you ever need to use a where clause, if you're already using the group by clause, you would instead use having. So in conclusion, the group by clause will aggregate all rows by a specific column. It's often used with aggregate functions, such as sum, max, min, average, count. For example, you could group by an order date. What are the total sales per date? Or by a customer ID. How many times has each customer visited our establishment? Those are just a few examples. And well, yeah, that is the group by clause in MySQL.